Good day, class. I am Mr. Benson Anthony T. Reyes, and I will be your teacher for English for academics and professional purposes. Since we are done with our Lesson 6, which is the critic paper, let us now proceed to our Lesson 7, which is the concept paper. But before we proceed to our discussion, let me introduce to you our lesson objectives. At the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to define what concept paper is, comprehends various kinds of concept paper, and presents a novel concept or project with accompanying visuals or graphic aids. So, writing is a very crucial task to do. It requires enough knowledge for the topic that you are going to write on, and you need to be equipped with the different strategies in your writing skills. So sa topic na ito, hindi ka lang basta magsusulat. You need also to apply all those learnings that you have earned sa inyong subject na reading and writing skills. This lesson also will bring you to the broader aspects to develop further writing ability, specifically in writing one of the most required outputs in your classes, which is the concept paper. So ito ding lesson na ito or topic na ito ay magbibigay pa sa inyo ng mas marami pang kaalaman para mas ma-accomplish ninyo ang inyong future research paper. So, what is a concept paper? According to Kimper, concept paper is an academic writing that presents a short summary that tells the reader what the project is, why it is important, and how it will be carried out. So, itong concept paper, isa siyang kabuuan kung tungkol saan ang project proposal or ang thesis proposal, kung tungkol saan ang magiging research. Ganyan. Why it is important, kung bakit ito mahalaga, kung bakit ito kailangan i-conduct, and how it will be carried out. Kung paano ito makakonduct, kung ano ang magiging takbo nito para ma-achieve ang kagustuhan ng researcher, kung ano ang gusto niyang kalabasan. Even if no one else ever reads it, the concept paper helps a researcher spot the hole in her or his project that might be or that might later prove fatal. So, ibig sabihin, dito pala sa concept paper na ito, ma-identify na o makikita na ni researcher yung mga dapat niyang baguhin, dapat niyang i-enhance, dapat niyang palitan in order for him or her to achieve what he or she wants to happen sa kanyang research or proposed project. Okay, next, we have 5 elements of the concept paper. We have first a title in the form of a question. This may be the last part of the concept paper that you write, but it should be appear at the heading of the paper. So, ganito yan. Tulad na sinabi ko kanina about ni Maria Capra sa gusto niyang find out sa kanyang mga kaklase or sa kanilang section. Halimbawa, ito, gusto niyang malaman kung ano ang level ng parental involvement sa session nila at yung epekto nito sa academic performance ng mga kaklase niya o ng section nila. So, ang magiging title niya ay The Parental Involvement and Its Effect to the Academic Performance of UMS 11B of Dasmariñas Integrated High School. So, dapat yung title niya na ito ay naka-indicate dun sa title page ng kanyang concept paper. Just like that. So next, a clear description of the research topic. So including the summary of what is already known about the topic. So ito, yung nandito yung introduction. Dapat si Maria Capra magre-research na siya ng introduction or background of the study which is related sa kanyang topic. So dapat si Maria Capra ay magre-research siya ng specific kailangan sa kanyang background of the study or sa kanyang introduction ay broad to specific. So first, level of parental involvement, its effect to the students of ganitong lugar. Next, kumusta naman ang level ng parental involvement and its effect sa mga mag-aaral dito sa Pilipinas. The next, kumusta naman ang level at ang effect nito dun sa mga mag-aaral ng Cavite, kung ganyan. The next, dito sa DASMA. And then hanggang sa maging specific na. Ito, hanggang sa maging specific na. Ganyan. So next, a one-sentence statement of the research question that the project will seek to answer. So the concept paper should elaborate on how this question can be answered, something that almost always takes more than one sentence to accomplish. So dito na papasok si statement of the problem. Dito na papasok si statement of the problem. Dapat si more than one o dapat mga nasa tatlong research question yan. Research question, yun ay yung statement of the problem na dapat masagot at the last part of your research paper or your concept paper. Ganyan. The next, we have a demonstration of why it is important to answer this question. So, what good comes of this answer? Why this project worth writing? So, ibig sabihin, dito papasok si significance of the study. Kung ano yung kahalagahan nito, kung bakit ito kailangan masagot. For example, anong kahalagahan nito at ano yung magiging benefit nito sa mga mag-aaral ng Dasmariñas Integrated High School? Ano ang magiging benefit ng mga guro ng Dasmariñas Integrated High School? Ano yung magiging benefit nito sa mga magulang ng mga bata? Kung ano ang magiging benefit nito, kung anong kahalagahan din ito sa ating society, sa government, o kung sino pa man na alam ni Maria Capra na makakikinabang sa kanyang research. So next, a description of how the researcher plans to answer the research question. So this includes letter A, description of the data or evidence that the researcher plans to gather or use. So dito, i-elaborate ni Maria Capra kung paano niya i-gather yun, kung paano siya makakapag-gather ng datos para masagutan yung kanyang research question or yung kanyang statement of the problem. So letter B, halimbawa ganito, kung ano yung gagamitin niyang anong klaseng research ang gagawin niya, kung kung ano ba to, kung qualitative or quantitative. Kung ano namang ang gagamitin niya, kung ito ba ay cluster sampling, simple random sampling. Paano alam niya kung paano masasagot yung kanyang research question o kung gagawa ba siya ng demographic profile. Ganyan. So nakikita ko kasi the parental involvement and then its effect to the academic performance of UMS 11B of Dasmariñas Integrated High School. So dapat malaman ni Maria Capra kung anong grade ng mga batang to, kung ano yung mga naging grade ng mga kaklase niya. Ganon. And the next, B, description of how the researcher will analyze this data. kung anong gagamitin niya, kung gagamit ba siya kung anong statistical tool ang gagamitin niya. Ganyan. And then letter C, a demonstration of how this data and this analytic method will answer the question. So dito na, i-represent niya na yung mga naging resulta ng kanyang research demonstration of how this data and this analytic method will answer the research question. So next, let us proceed to 3 parts of a concept paper. We have first the introduction. It is to present the scope and purpose of your paper. This section explains the overall idea of your claim. So yun nga, tulad na sinabi ko kanina, yung pinaka-idea ng iyong topic from general to specific. Yung mga ni-research ni Maria Capra. Yun. Don't forget pa rin the references. Kailangan nililista ni Maria Capra yung mga references kung saan niya nakuha yung kanyang idea na iyon. So next, the body. So what is in the body? It is the main section of the concept paper. In this part, you will elaborate on the specific claims made in your thesis statement. To make your work manageable, consider developing topic sentence for each supporting point from your thesis statement. These topic sentences will then be used as the main idea of each paragraph to make up the body of the essay. So included na dito si review of related literature and then si related studies na ni-research ni Maria Capra para mas magpatibay pa sa kanyang research paper or sa kanyang concept paper. Yan naman, mas magpapatibay pa. Then, yun nga, don't forget to list the references kung saan niya nakuha yung mga study na to or mga related literature na ito na mas magpapatibay pa nga sa kanyang study. So next, conclusion. This part re-emphasizes the thesis statement, provides a summary of the body of the paper, and relates the importance of the concept paper into a specific field. It is the easiest to write since you will be referring to the previous parts of your drafted. So dito sa conclusion, ito na yung naging result ng iyong thesis or ng inyong research paper. Dito nyo rin i-elaborate o i-present yung inyong data analysis, kung anong kinalabasan ng research ninyo. Kung nasagot ba nito yung inyong research questions or yung statement of the problem. Ito na. Okay, next. Now, let us proceed to modes or patterns in presenting a concept. So, a concept can be developed through explanation by providing varied examples or situations in the given text or paragraph. Katulad ng ginagawa ko, binabasa ko yung isang idea and then nagbibigay ako ng situations or varied examples for you to understand the concept or the paragraph. So, next, using definition in developing of a particular word or term. Kailangan i-define mo yung given word or term para mas maintindihan yung isang bagay. So, providing the meaning of a particular word or term. So, just like that. Okay, now, let us proceed to 3 types of developing concept. So, we have 1, formal sentence definition. So, what is formal sentence definition? This includes the term, class, and distinguishing features. So, below is the diagram presentation of a formal definition. Ito ang example niya. So, the term is an orange. So, for class, it is a type of fruit. Then, for distinguishing features, it is rich with vitamin C. So let's give you another example. For term, banana, a banana. Then, anong class siya? It's a type of fruit also. And then, distinguishing features, it is rich with potassium, just like that. So, ano pa? Uh, Another term, uh, a table, class, a type of furniture, distinguishing features. Ano siya? Ano yung distinguishing features niya? The next, number 2, informal definitions. Kung merong formal definition, meron naman tayong informal definition. So, what is informal definition? So, do not include distinguishing features. Ito naman, hindi na isinasali yung distinguishing features. Itong tulad ng last na sinabi ko, table, ano siya, ang term ay table. So, tapos anong class siya? Parts of the, it's a furniture. So, hindi ko nasabi yung distinguishing features. So, ibig sabihin, ito na yung sample. Ang table na ang sample ng informal definitions kasi hindi ako nakapagbigay ng distinguishing features. So, let's give you another example. Class. O, yan nga. Term, a table. Class is a piece of furniture. Just like that. So, the third one is extended definitions. So, what is extended definitions? It is essay length text used which different rhetorical patterns to present the meaning of a particular term or concept. This type of definitions do not just define. Hindi ka lang basta nag-define ng isang term, but you also describe it. But you also describe the concept. Compare and contrast the concept. Show cause and effect relationships to provide the reader a complete definition of term. Yan siya. So, next, tips to clearly define your concept. So, meron tayong tips kung paano ka mag-define ng concept mo. So, we have one. The first one is informal definitions. Avoid using the same term to be defined. Just like for example, a cell phone is a phone. So, parang sinabi mo lang na eto, cellphone to. Cellphone lang siya. Wala ka lang ibang sinabi. So, parang din sinabi mo na notebook is a notebook. It's like that. So, that's the example of informal definition. So, avoid that. I-avoid mo yan when you are defining your concept. So, next, in writing definitions, observe the concept of mutual exclusivity, meaning make sure that the features of the term do not overlap with other similar concepts of the class. So, hindi na siya magkakaroon ng iba pang concept. It's like for example, ito. As skateboard is made of transport that has 4 wheels. So, bakit? Transport ba itong si skateboard? Hindi naman ata. Ang the best siguro na naka-indicate dyan a car is made of transport that has 4 wheels. So, yun dapat. So, yun na lang nagbigay sa akin ng other interpretations sa kanyang sa kanyang sinulat o sa kanyang sinabi tungkol sa skateboard o sa mode of transport that has 4 wheels. So next, we have using explanation and developing concept. So what is it? A concept can be developed through explanation by providing varied examples or situations in the given text or paragraph. So ito, hindi ka lang basta nag-explain. You need also to give some examples, concrete examples, and uh, real world situations in order for your readers to understand uh, the given text or the given paragraph. So next, using explication in developing concept. What is it? So explication provides another perspective of a concept. It interprets another work by examining the concepts presented. A richer explanation of the concept is given to readers through critical analysis, of course, based in a text. So, ito, consider din si explication as extended definition. So I have the diagram here as an example of explication in developing concept. So we have the explication word. Then under explication, merong rhetorical modes, cause and effect, comparison and contrast, and description. So hindi ka lang basta nag-redefine sa explication. You need also to present cause and effect, comparison and contrast, and description. So that's all for our discussion. Thank you for listening. So let us proceed to your learning task 1. So kindly go to your learning activity sheets and go to page 24. Kindly read the paragraph below and kindly read the paragraph there and answer the questions that follow. So these are the questions. Number 1, what concept is being explained in this piece? Number 2, what examples are given to explain the concept? Number 3, do these examples reflect realities in life? Number 4, if you are the writer of this concept paper, what is the best title for the paper? So, okay, this activity will be submitted via Messenger. So, i-screenshot nyo itong inyong output, then isi-send nyo sa akin via Messenger. Picture lang siya. The next, so, for your learning task 2, this is the instruction. Think a certain topic that suits your interest and make a concept paper out of it, following the mode and pattern in presenting a concept paper. So, this is our rubrics. So, features of the concept paper. So, evident 5 points, then partially evidence 2 points. So, ito sila. The introduction covers the background for the concept and the thesis statement. The paragraph of the body explains, explicate, or define the concepts. Then, number 3, each paragraph uses at least 2 supporting details to clarify the concept. Number 4, the conclusion presents the summary of the concept paper and states the thesis. Number 5, adequate transitions. Make sure that paragraphs and ideas in the sentences are connected and organized. And uses simple language in order for the reader to easily understand the piece. And the last one is the essay is free for grammatical errors and all sources were listed in the reference. So don't forget to list down your references. So, okay. So next, for your assessment and reflection, please kindly refer to the last page to 25. Write only the letter of your choice in a clean sheet of paper to be submitted via picture in Messenger. So, isisend nyo lang sa akin siya after nyo sagutan ang inyong mga activities sa lesson natin ito. So, that's all for our lesson. Thank you for listening and God bless.